Greetings and welcome finally to the end of Morrowind Modding Madness. Today we're announcing the winners of our month-long modding competition, held throughout the entire month of December. 4 teams chose to compete in this event, representing 11 modders, but only one team can take home the top spot. And today we're finally reviewing the winners. And I do need to apologise for the long delay here. Some of our judges had to drop out at the last minute due to real-life issues, but the scores have been submitted and tallied. So let's take a look at the results. And sorting out, we have Team Green Cow, composed of AutoClock, EnclaveKiller, and SV Engineer 99. They're represented here by the Telvanni Tower, and while they had a good run, coming in 3rd place for the House Mod, Items Mod, and NPC Mod challenges, as well as 2nd place for the Quest Mod challenge, they've spent most of the competition trading places with Team Flying Guars, their next door neighbours, and arch nemesis. And looking at the NPC mod scores in particular, they scored a total of 4.65 points out of 6 possible from the judges, and 2 points from the popular vote. The judges enjoyed the random and crazy creatures of Funny Farm Friends, but knocked off a few points for lacking a command interface to order their new companions around. And in the end, Team Green Cow earned a total score of 28.4, putting them slightly in last place, just behind Team Flying Guars. Though do keep in mind that since this was a very close competition, all the teams were pretty close in terms of their end scores here. So there's not a huge difference between first and last place. And anyway, next up we have Team Flying Guars, composed of TheDrunkenMudcrab and MementoMoritius. And Team Flying Guars has the Dual Tower here, and overall, they've held a pretty good competition with a few highlights, including the House Mod Challenge, where they came in 2nd place with nil run, and the NPC Mod Challenge, where they again came in 2nd place with the Lusty Droid Companion Character Mod. And speaking of, looking at the NPC mod scores here, Team Flying Guars scored a total of 5.15 points out of a possible 6 from the judges, and 2 points from the popular vote. All the judges pretty much agreed that the combination of using a vanilla character, lore-friendly dialogue, and some extra quests more than made this a great contender for the NPC mod challenge. Apparently, none of them were really concerned about the fact that the name of this character is very difficult to pronounce. But anyway, overall, it did put them a bit short of 1st place, earning a total score of 28.7, putting them solidly in 3rd place, just barely ahead of Team Green Cow in what has been an incredibly tight competition. And up next, we have Team Cutie Kagouti, composed of R0, Digmen, and Povuholo. And here we have their tower, which is standing pretty tall these days. Team Cutie Kagouti got things off with a high note in the House Mod Challenge, where they came in 1st place, but then they kind of fell a bit behind, coming in last place for the Items and Quest Mod Challenges, only to make a surprising comeback at the very end, achieving 1st place in the NPC Mod Challenge with their Dreaming Terrors mod, which scored a total of 5 out of 6 possible points from the judges, and 4 points from the popular vote. The judges loved the sort of, quest and dungeon mix of Dreaming Terrors and the rather unique integration with lore. The only complaint was that many of the judges thought the dungeon was a bit on the short side. So it was enough to secure 1st place in the NPC mod challenge, and 2nd place in the competition. Sadly, they were never able to regain 1st place after Team Wretched Net saw that position, but they were awfully close to it in the end. And finally, we have Team Wretched Net, composed of Greatness 7, MatthewTheBagel, and VvardenfellTribez. They're represented here by the tallest tower assembled before the Tower of Madness. Team Wretched Net got off to a rocky start, coming in last place in the 1st week with the House Mod Challenge, but they managed to recover, coming in 1st place in the Items and Quest Mod Challenges. Even with a rather weak entry with their NPC mod and Drano Retribution, they managed to narrowly hold on to their overall 1st place status in the competition, and in total, Team Wretched Net scored a total of 4.75 points out of a possible 6 for the NPC mod challenge from the judges, along with 2 points from the popular vote. The idea of a buddy cop alternative adventure was, kind of praised by the judges, even as they noted this is basically an expansion of their Andrano Ancestral Tomb Remastered mod, and, technically, a bit on the incomplete side with a rather hasty ending. Still though, this final pitfall was not enough to steal 1st place from them, and they've come through as the Ultimate Modding Champions of 2016. And a hearty congratulations to Team Wretched Net, and, for that matter, to all the modding teams that participated. This was an amazing competition, with each team meeting and excelling expectations. The 16 mods that were released for Morrowind Modding Madness were far and above of higher quality than the average mod released on the Nexus. And not only that, they were built in just a week, which is in itself an amazing accomplishment for what these mods set out to do. We've had some truly crazy and amazing looking mods, as well as, some more traditional and lore-friendly mods that integrate with the game almost perfectly. And all of these, regardless of their sheer insanity, have just been a ton of fun to play with, and I think I speak for everyone when I say that these modders have gone well beyond and above any expectations that they could have possibly had going into such a crazy and maddening competition. And I believe Lord Sheogorath is quite pleased with the results, I know I am. And I hope we can do this competition again in the future, assuming everyone isn't, completely burnt out from building 4 mods in just 1 month. Once again, a special thank you goes out to the teams for making this competition possible, and I'll be contacting each of you about your prizes in the coming week. Long live Morrowind and the Morrowind modding community, and again, I really hope we can do this again in the future. Thank you all for making this competition possible, and I'll see you all next time.